If
We
we're
don't play tonight.
We played
I'd
late.
like to call the meeting to order. Want to welcome all visitors and guests that come. Hope everyone had a good weekend and a good start to March. Can there's a quorum for pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of February 3rd, 25 minutes.
Make motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor? Approval of March 3rd agenda. Any
So
changes?
moved.
Got a
Second.
got a second? All in favor? Grant, Jones County Rec Department.
Good evening.
Please.
Ms. Janelle and I, we received a grant called the Stronger Connections Grant. And we are going to present Jones County Rec Department with $2,500 from that grant. We can do it this year and next year. It's a 2-year period, but the grant covers a variety of components, and one component was, of course, partnering with the community. And we chose to help support our students during the summer during their programming at the rec department. So at this time, we'd like to present you with a $2,500 check to help you this summer.
Okay, thank you so much.
We'll take a picture.
Thank you again.
It ain't me, I know. Not me.
That's right. You guys want to stand up?
All right.
We don't want
Thank you.
to.
Thank you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Thanks, son.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You taking the money and run?
Yes, I am.
Just smart, because we might ask for it back.
Okay. I'll tell Blake. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Discussion item, department update.
Board members, you have been provided department updates. Prior to highlighting a few of the department updates for this past month, I would like to wish Mrs. Candace Gardner a happy birthday. It is her birthday today, so
Thank you.
Janelle Enstrom and Laura Parks, through Student Services and Educational Programs, did write the Stronger Connections Grant. This is a great opportunity to continue the partnership with the county to provide resources for our students. The vast majority of our students that participate in the Jones County Rec are from Jones County, and they attend our schools. So I thank you to Miss Laura Parks and Janelle Enstrom for taking the time to do that. Miss Susan Brown in accountability has a big task that she has been working on. I cannot reiterate how much time she has had to spend on Infinite Campus. It's a new state school management system. Susan is a team of one, and so we try to assist whenever she will ask us for help. But Susan, we thank you for all the work that you're doing in implementing Infinite Campus. Multiple departments have begun planning for summer programs. It takes many different teams to make this happen, including child nutrition, maintenance, transportation and educational programs, and student services. So we're planning on that for June. And in a moment, Susan Brown will explain a little bit more of our summer programs to you. Any questions or concerns about the department updates?
Mr. Walker.
No, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, y'all, you ain't gonna believe it. Maura just walked in, and I was thinking that we got a parent that's coming late for work, and she's probably disgruntled because she's been working all day. And the woman was walked in and smiled. I was going, I mean, it was like, you know, I wasn't expecting her wearing whatever clothes. And I was thinking you were mighty happy. I was thinking you were mighty happy to be attending the school board meeting. Good.
You good?
Yeah.
Mr. Young.
I'm glad to see that.
Mr. Burke.
I'm good.
Superintendent update and comments.
Thank you for those of you who are here and those of you who are at home. I am excited to announce that we've recently been notified that we are awarded the Purple Star recognition again this school year as a school district. It'll take an extensive amount of time for each school administrator and their counseling staff to complete applications in how we are serving our military students and their families. This is quite an honor, and we will have staff attending a conference in Raleigh during the week or during the month of March. So we're very, very excited about that. Mrs. Laura Parks, thank you for all your work in achieving this award. During the month of February, we had the Jones Senior High School Career Fair. Barbara Lee and Mr. William Sutton had an extensive amount of time planning and preparing for this event. There were 40 employers and colleges there, and it was such a gift for our sophomores, juniors, and seniors to meet individual employers and campus officials. I'd also like to thank the DKG of Jones County. The Soup for Scholarships that they held in February raised $3,600 for students and staff. This money goes to student scholarships to attend 2-year and 4-year universities, and also for staff if they'd like to continue their education. It was a great event. The majority of the DKG members are former Jones County staff or teachers, and it's just a fun thing. And at DKG, I just want to commend them and thank them for all the work they do for our school system. Center for Safer Schools. This is great news. We've also just recently found out that we've obtained the grant for continuation of funding for school-based SROs and safety programs. Again, Mrs. Laura Parks, William Sutton put in a lot of work during the month of February and prior to make this happen. Without this grant money, the partnership between us and the Jones County Sheriff's Department would not be able to happen in implementing SROs at each site. Looking ahead next week, we've collaborated with the Jones County Health Department, and we will be working together to provide a presentation in the state of the North Carolina child. This presentation will focus on some of the challenges rural students face and the things that we can do as school system employees and county employees to assist them. Friday, March 21st at 10 a.m., we will have a board workshop. That board workshop agenda will be sent to you this week. We are looking forward to it so we can get down looking at some of our budget items and our budget proposal for next school year. Students and staff, spring break, March 24th through 28th. That is coming up shortly. That's only a few weeks from now. I know with some of the snow days, it may not seem as extensive, but this is a time of year where teachers really look forward to having a little bit of break, and I think students do too. This year, our town hall meetings at each school site will be April 14th through the 17th. This year, principals were required to pair each event with a student activity that will hopefully promote attendance at each of those events. I know last year when that was done at Paulicksville Elementary School, the attendance for our parents and our communities, it was pretty significant. So each principal will be doing something a little bit different, but students will be involved in our town hall meetings.
Dates again on that. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Mr. Moss, any more questions?
No, I'm
That's
good.
on the screen.
I got you. A few minutes ago, never mind.
Mr. Griffin,
I don't have any.
yes, we are.
No, other than, Mr. Kite sent out email on the weather for Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Kite has sent out a weather advisory for Wednesday and Thursday, and that's in regard to maybe some expected winds that I know the Weather Service and Emergency Management is looking closely at.
Sure.
On the town hall meetings, do you have times set for those yet?
They will be at 5 p.m. The activities with students will be scheduled around that. And so the majority of the buildings are doing student activities after the town hall meeting, 5:30 or 6 p.m. And so we're working together with the principals to just make sure we get as many parents and students there.
The poll that we took last year, did you all ever get a total on that, on what they, at each town meeting, the things that they left the little cards? We did?
And I can share that with you too, Mrs. Bird.
Okay, thank you. I was just wondering at 5 p.m. if we feel like we'll get enough turnout for that. Because I think last year that was some of the issue. That's all I have. Thank you.
And I guess my question, maybe for the lawyer, but for you, school board sent out an email and it's tied to all the federal thing that's going on. And they suggested, and I don't know, have we been proactive in looking at our policies, making sure that they are saying what this administration don't want it to say, or we're looking into updating any of our policies?
I'm happy to speak to what I know about
Okay.
the School Board Association's review. So my understanding is the North Carolina School Board Association sent out a memo last week identifying policies that might be affected one way or the other by a range of executive actions, orders, and guidance coming from the Department of Education. For most of those policies, the School Board Association indicated that superintendents should take a look, get with senior staff, and determine whether there were any in particular that they wanted their council to look at. I think the School Board Association is also going to be issuing some proposed revisions to policies towards the end of March, early April. One option is to wait till then. Certainly, if there are specific policies that Mr. Marquis or board members would like for me to look at and provide guidance on, I'm happy to do that.
And Mara, I've actually received the same documentation from the School Boards Association
Yep.
and waiting for our state to actually push down the recommendations to us so we can present them to our board.
Sure.
Thank you. Action item A, summer program.
Good evening. Ms. Markey said I'm here to talk to you about one of the summer programs we're offering in June. We've offered this the past few years. It is a program that allows students that were close to proficiency on their EOG or EOC, but didn't quite make it, to come back and have a few extra days of instruction and then actually take that test once again to see if they can show proficiency on that state test. So it's the same week. It starts June. It's June 9th through the 11th, 12th, 9th through the 12th for this program. And it is for reading and math. Science right now, the scores are delayed for science for the state, so we're not offering any biology or 5th, 5th, and 8th grade science. So reading and math and English 2 and math at the high school. So we're asking for your approval. This is funded by a grant, so it's not coming out of any local money for us this year. Any questions?
Do I need to make a motion to, I'll make a motion to adopt this plan.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Approved to surplus vehicles.
I apologize, Lord, in an effort to supply you raw material, I left part of it out of you. It was copy and paperwork, I did copy both sides. Trying to save a tree, but if you
Thank
just
you.
pass that along. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
What I've got, because we have leased vehicles from Enterprise now, we now have a surplus of vehicles with the Board of Education. And I've listed those vehicles below, and what I'm requesting is the board declare these vehicles as surplus vehicles and give Julius Docker, the Transportation Director, the ability to dispose of those vehicles in a manner consistent with North Carolina General Statutes 168 through 280. And what I'm recommending is what I've just put in front of you is to allow him to use the highlighting version is to use we'll just 160-A-267, which will allow him to negotiate these vehicles in the sale because the value of the vehicle is a lot less than $30,000. We don't have an account of gov deals to place these vehicles on, but what this will get them ability to do is sell these after advertising at a fair market value and dispose of those vehicles. To do that, I think this statute requires them to do a resolution to allow that to happen. And I think we'd be good to go with that if Ms. Bauer would like to comment on that. Anything you say, you give them it away.
Yeah.
So what I would need y'all to do is approve this and then do a resolution about Mr. Dockery to dispose of those vehicles by advertising the sales.
I do have one question. What do we need to do to get a gov deals account? Because it makes it so easier.
That won't make it easy. Well, someone has to manage a gov deal account. It would be Ms. Sherry could probably figure it on that better than I could.
I don't think it's complicated to get an account, but I'll reach out to them, see if we can do that.
I mean, that's the,
So you need a motion for this last yellow thing highlighted you just gave us.
Well, I said that needs a resolution, but I think I would need a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adopt the small item sales thing as presented by Tim. Good think of your last name there for me.
That's all.
I'll second it.
got a motion and a second.
Ken,
Any further discussion?
So much,
my thing is is it possible gov deals would give us more? I mean, because people do bid on those and they do get pretty
It's
high.
guaranteed that you get more on gov deals. I mean, all the government and schools use gov deals.
Yeah, versus the private sales.
And then you won't need resolution. Y'all can just put them on without any board authority or whatever. And it ain't that hard to manage. Just put some pictures on.
We post, well, I'm sure David is too, in the fire departments, and usually we get pretty high versus private sale.
What you talking
And we
about?
requested years ago to be put on gov deals. I mean, years ago, the board kind of requested that.
Oh, you,
I
And they're
thought that's
always
what
at
we
the
were doing.
meetings.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was requested that we had a gov deals account years ago. And you heard that we don't have one.
With the truck market like it is right now, just because, I mean, we know because we deal with them, but people would pay quite a bit more than probably your average if you did do some type of a good deal. That's just my
so what,
thoughts.
so what do you think about holding the trucks until we get that set up? Is that what you're saying?
It doesn't, I don't think it
No,
takes, but.
We're not really in no rush to sell them, are we?
No.
So Mrs. Rady, would it take an extensive amount of time to create the gov deals account?
I'm not sure, but I can take a look. into
Okay.
it. I don't think it will, but I would like to take a look.
I would assume a motion if you did it. But you already had a second.
We have a second.
But I would assume that we can still do that, can we not?
You can, or you can just leave it for no votes.
Yeah.
I mean, are there any votes in favor of the motion that's been seconded?
Not even,
I
not
just like to
even,
get as much as you can.
not even my vote.
I just think it's the easy way to surplus anything that the school has.
Okay.
And everybody has an opportunity.
Good job, Ms. Burke.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Always a whirlwind.
Budget amendment number 6.
Good evening, everyone. For budget amendment 6, I'm requesting that the board would approve the amendment that would record a net increase in our budget of about $209,000. That net increase is attributable to primarily two additional allotments that we received from our state funding. We received teacher assistant tuition reimbursement funding. And we do in fact have one teacher or one TA so far who is taking advantage of that program and will be reimbursed for tuition payments that they've already made. We also received Stop Arm Grant enhancement funding, and that will allow our transportation department to add a stop arm to one of our newest buses. It also accommodates an increase in our funding for capital funding through Fund 4. That is not funding that's coming from the county, but it is funding that we have to record in our capital funding. When we receive our buses, every year the state provides us with an allotment that will assist us with making those annual payments. And this with this increase of $129,000. So I'm requesting that the board will approve these adjustments that have been made to our budgets. Does anyone have any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, Ms. Sherry.
Yes.
Public comment?
No one signed up, Chairman. No one signed up.
You raise your hand.
Do we need to do a resolution on being able to surplus that before we put them on good deals?
So you do need to declare them surplus first. So if the board wants to do that today, you could declare them surplus.
Great. That would be my recommendation.
Declare them surplus.
Yes.
A motion to declare the
As
vehicle
surplus.
surplus.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor? No public comment. Board comment. Mr. Walsh.
No, sir, thank you.
Mr. Griffin.
No, I just appreciate all the hard work everybody's doing.
Yes.
Or whether it's hard or not, I appreciate the work.
You spoiled it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the same.
Ms. Griffin.
I appreciate all the hard work, and I just want to say how much I enjoyed the Soup Bowl event. It was awesome. It's a great event. I highly recommend people to do it. And Miss Gwen Rouse's fish stew, whew, it's off the chain. And also I want to thank Mary Murphy for inviting us to come and help judge one of their FFA events. I just really loved it. It was enjoyable, and that's what we're here for. And that's all I have. I'm just proud of everybody. Keep moving forward.
Thank you. Motion in the closed session. I got to discuss general statute 143, 11A, 1, A5, and A6 to prevent the closure of confidential personal or information pursuant to general statute 115C, 321, and consult with the board attorney and preserve the current attorney-client privilege pursuant to 143, 318, 11A3. Motion and second. We're now in the closed session.
You know that by next meeting.
I don't know. I'm gonna make this it.
Next meeting.
If you got it posted on your handout when you come in, all you gotta do is say you're going to close session. Ask for that. Then you gotta-
I say that too. I mean, that's what we do.
I mean,
That's what we do later. That's what we just say that. We're in the closed session.
Thank you.
Well, you give me